Hey guys, welcome back to Maybelline's Makeup Loft. My name is Erin Scott, and if you couldn't tell already, my makeup is half done, and that is because in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to bake like a pro. So as you can tell, I've already got my foundation done, I've done my eyes, and I've done my eyebrows. I haven't done any concealer or any powders or anything like that. So we're going to do the rest of that on camera today so that I can show you guys my favorite techniques when it comes to baking and what I like to use the baking technique for. I feel a little bit weird right now because my eyes and brows are done, but then the rest of my face is so like, So let's quickly fix that up. I'm going to apply some concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circles Eraser in the shade Fair. And then apply that under the eyes. So the reason I am doing my concealer on camera for you guys is because this is pretty much like the first step of the baking process. So you want to first of all put down your cream or your liquid product, and then once this is all blended out, I'll show you guys the next step, which is the baking step. So baking is a really great technique in makeup. It helps to create a really flawless, creaseless base. So if you struggle with creases under your eyes or creases anywhere else on your face really, then baking is going to very quickly become one of your favorite techniques to use. So one of my favorite products to bake with is the Maybelline Master Fix Baking and Brightening Loose Powder. This is such a great powder for your under eyes, especially because as it says in the title, it does bake and brighten. I actually really struggle with dark under eye circles. My under eye area becomes quite hollow, and you can see there that I have a little bit of darkness just there under my eyes. So the baking technique is really helpful to kind of conceal that a little bit more. I also get quite a bit of creasing under my eyes. I don't know if you can see properly, but baking also helps to stop your makeup from creasing, especially if you're planning on wearing your makeup for like a whole day. So I'm gonna jump in with the Master Fix Baking and Brightening Loose Powder. And what I like to do is tip a little bit of this powder out into the lid of the container. I'll try and show you guys without spilling it everywhere. That's how much product I've got out. And then what you want to do is grab either like a really dense brush or a beauty sponge. I'm going in with the beauty sponge just because I already have it here in front of me. It's what I use to blend out my foundation and concealer, so it's a little bit dirty, but it does the job really well. So before I do anything, first of all, I'm going to make sure that my under eye concealer is not creased at all. So you want it to look as smooth and flawless as possible before you apply the bake, otherwise you're defeating the purpose. And then what I'm going to do is pick up a whole bunch of this powder onto my sponge, just like that, and you can see that there is quite a lot on there. So what I'm going to do with this is press it under my eyes. So we're not swiping, we're basically pressing the powder on. Feel free to go in with quite a lot because that's the whole process of baking. So you can see there instantly it is a much brighter color. It looks a lot more flawless, a lot more smooth. And we're actually going to leave that on for about 5 minutes before we brush it off. So we're going to look a little bit crazy for a while, but the results are amazing. And then anywhere else that you feel like you crease in your makeup, you can also bake there as well. So I like to bake my smile lines because over time, as I'm wearing my makeup, when I'm smiling and just general facial expressions throughout the day, it can create creases in my makeup, so I like to bake there as well. So I generally don't keep the powder around my smile lines for too long, maybe like a minute or so, just because I don't want it to build up too much in that area. My creasing doesn't get too bad there anyway, so I kind of just brush that away after a minute, but the rest of the baking I'm leaving on. So I'm going to quickly bronze up my cheeks, and I'm taking the Maybelline New York Blondes Brick Bronzer, and I'm just going to use that to just add a little bit of color back into my skin. And then for blush, I'm taking the Maybelline Master Blush Color and Highlighting Kit, and I'm going to take this beautiful pinky shade right here. Alright, and now the 5 minutes is up, so what I'm doing is grabbing a clean brush and I'm just going to use that to wipe the bake away. Alright, so now you can see just how it looks once the powder is brushed away. So the way that the baking works is that the warmth of your skin works with that powder to kind of create a really flawless layer over your concealer, and it just helps to keep it from creasing and obviously helps it look really, really bright as well. The other little trick that I wanted to show you guys with baking is you can use it to clean up any other areas on your face. So as I was bronzing and blushing, I went a little bit out of hand and I brought my bronzer down a little bit too low. So I want to clean that up, and this is another technique which is really good for that. So I'm just grabbing the same Master Fix powder, and again I'm just going to pick it up on my beauty sponge, and what I'm going to do is run this right underneath my contour. Just like that. Then I'll do the same to the other side. I actually wipe this product off about 30 seconds after I apply it, just because I don't want it to look too harsh, but I want it to clean it up ever so slightly. So you can see as I brush it away, it just leaves the most amazing, sharp, clean contour. Such a cool technique. Alright, now to finish off my base quickly, I'm going to jump into the Master Blush palette and use the highlighting shade here, just to add a little bit of glow to my skin. And then to really finish off the entire look, I'm taking my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Dreamer. And then that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to bake like a pro and learning a bit more about the technique and how to make it work for you. So if you did enjoy it, please give the video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the Makeup Loft channel as well so that you can stay up to date with all of our future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!